There have been a lot of changes in the automobile industry in the last 2 or 3 years. Today, we're living in an era of high technology. Electronics, computers, laser beams, robotics. It's all used to design and build today's cars. Yet what people want in a car really hasn't changed much. Sure, buyers are more sensitive to fuel economy because gas prices have escalated rapidly. But people still want good gas mileage balanced with performance. A car sized for their needs, with functional comfort and convenience features and good looks. But above all, buyers want the best value for their money. As a result, they're shopping more than ever. They're making more intelligent buying decisions, and they're looking for salespeople who can help them make that decision. Salespeople who know their products and know the competition. That's why we developed this program that compares Fairmont and Granada to the X and K cars. It's designed to show you how our cars bracket the competition and can appeal to a much broader range of fuel economy, feature, and price needs of buyers. Because Fairmont, Futura, and Granada offer buyers 2 different ways to go in the midsize car market, they tend to appeal to different buyers. Obviously, it's very important to qualify your customers to see if their needs are best met by a Fairmont or Granada. If they're primarily looking for good gas mileage and a low price, chances are that Fairmont Futura will better satisfy them. If they're more interested in classic styling and lots of standard features that contribute to their comfort and convenience with little compromise in gas mileage, Granada should appeal to them more. Some buyers today will insist on a front-wheel drive car. If that's the case, they might be perfect escort prospects, particularly now that there's a new 4-door. Remember, today many buyers compare, and you should too, so that you know what Ford products, features, and owner benefits to stress with individual customers. We've all witnessed a dramatic change in the automotive marketplace in the last few years. Today, 1 out of every 5 cars sold in America is mid-size. It's a growing market, and it's becoming crowded with competitors. If you're at all confused about what cars are in the mid-size market segment, think about today's buyer, like reading a restaurant menu with too many items. He's not sure which automobile to choose. If you help him compare, you can help him select the best car for his needs. The strongest competitors are not necessarily the newest entries. GM's X car is a case in point. The X car was introduced in 1979 and is sold by various GM divisions under different nameplates. No matter what brand nameplate they bear, an X car is still an X car. Differences are largely cosmetic or are relatively minor. In the midsize class, Chevrolet's Citation is probably the closest competitor to Fairmont Futura. So we're going to take a look at how these 2 cars compare. Futura and Citation both have 3 body styles. When you compare standard features, the Fairmont Futura buyer gets a lot more for his money than the Citation buyer. Let's first compare the base 2-door sedans. In functional features, Fairmont comes equipped with power front disc brakes. Citation has manual disc brakes. Fairmont has 14-inch wheels, Citation 13-inch. Both have high-pressure tires, but Fairmont has steel-belted radials, while Citation has glass-belted tires. For better appearance, Fairmont has full wheel covers, Citation hubcaps. For protection, Fairmont has front bumper guards, not so on Citation, and protective wide body side moldings on Fairmont, but not on Citation. For individual comfort, Fairmont has front bucket seats. Citation has a bench seat up front, but Fairmont buyers also have a choice. A front bench seat can be ordered as a no-cost option. All these standard Fairmont features are extra cost options on Citation. And such Fairmont convenience features as a gas cap tether and the flash to pass feature are not available at all on Citation. The Fairmont 2-door coupe and 4-door sedan offer even more standard feature value than Citation. They have turbine wheel covers versus Citation's hubcaps. Dual remote control outside mirrors versus a left-hand manual mirror. And body side paint stripes, which is an extra cost option on Citation. Simply stated, Fairmont offers far more value in terms of standard features than Citation. Let's consider another area that's particularly important in this size car: passenger room. Citation's front-wheel drive is supposed to provide more passenger room. That's a big plus. But let's put that to the test. How do Fairmont and Citation compare? The two-door models have the same EPA passenger volume index, 95 cubic feet. But Fairmont's four-door is rated at 96 compared to Citation's 95 cubic feet. In the four doors, the difference shows up in the front, where Fairmont has more head and hip room, and in the rear, where there's more leg room. But the real advantage is that Fairmont can seat either 5 or 6 passengers, depending on your choice of front seats, the standard bucket seats, or the no-cost optional bench seat. But Citation is limited to 5 passengers. So when it comes to passenger room, Fairmont is the winner. Let's compare performance and fuel economy. Both Fairmont and Citation have a choice of 2 engines. Citation has a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder and an optional 2.8-liter V6. Fairmont has a standard 2.3-liter 4-cylinder and an optional 3.3-liter inline 6. For those who want more fuel economy in the mid-size class, the Fairmont Fuel Saver has mileage ratings of 25 and 40. That compares favorably to Citation with ratings of 26 and 41. And here's another point. Citation has what they advertise as a new long-range fuel tank, 15.9 gallons. Fairmont Futura has a standard 16-gallon fuel tank. And the buyer who wants a true long-range tank can get an optional 20-gallon fuel tank on all Futuras. We've seen that Fairmont Futura has more standard features, advantages in passenger room, a bigger 6-cylinder engine option, and has competitive fuel economy to the Citation. But there's more. Perhaps Fairmont's biggest advantage over Citation is price. With all these standard Fairmont features, which are either extra cost options or not available at all on Citation, you would think that Fairmont would have a higher sticker price. Nothing could be further from the truth. When you compare base sticker price, the Fairmont Futura two-door sedan, equipped with a standard 2.3-liter engine, has a $769 advantage. But that's only the beginning of Fairmont's price advantage. When the two cars are comparably equipped, the Fairmont two-door sedan advantage grows to a whopping $1,086. And it's even better than that when you consider value option packages. They offer retail savings off the sticker price of up to $320. When the cars are typically equipped with options buyers are most apt to order, and value option package 203A is added, the Fairmont Futura price advantage increases to $1,381. The story is similar with four-door models, but there's one point I'd like to make first. Our four-door actually has a base sticker price that is lower than last year. That's a heck of a story all by itself. As you can see here, Fairmont Futura's price advantage can range up to nearly $1,200, depending on how you equip the cars. The bottom line, Fairmont Futura, equipped with a fuel-saver engine, has about the same fuel economy as Citation, equal or better passenger room, seating for up to 6 passengers, not just 5, a higher level of standard equipment, yet is priced hundreds of dollars less. This year, Chrysler Corporation has been advertising its Reliant K as the American way to get your money's worth. That's a catchy phrase since everyone is interested in getting their money's worth. But let's take a look at how well that statement holds water when we compare Fairmont Futura and Granada with Chrysler's K cars. Plymouth's Reliant and Dodge Aries are virtually the same car. Since that's the case, we're going to compare our cars to the Reliant, starting with Fairmont Futura. Both Reliant and Fairmont Futura are available in 2- and 4-door sedans. Reliant also has a wagon, while we have a 2-door coupe. We'll look at station wagons later in this program when we compare Granada with Reliant. For now, we're going to concentrate on sedans. First, let's look at Fairmont's standard value versus Reliant. Look at that list. Let's take a closer look at some of them. 14-inch wheels. Reliant has 13-inch wheels. Steel-belted radial tires. Reliant has glass belts. Power front disc, rear drum brakes. Manual for Reliant. AM radio. Reliant has a plate to cover the hole. Fairmont's 2-door coupe and 4-door sedan have even more. Turbine wheel covers, dual remote control mirrors, and accent paint stripes. The base Reliant does not. In fact, neither does the Reliant Custom nor Special Edition. It takes a lot of extra cost options on Reliant to match what Fairmont offers standard. Those are dollars in the buyer's pocket now and more potential resale value at trade-in time. Now let's compare some key vehicle dimensions. Both Fairmont and Reliant have roomy interiors. Actually, the EPA Passenger Volume Index is the same in both 2- and 4-door models. However, in 4 doors, Fairmont does have the edge in the front with more shoulder and hip room, and in the rear with more shoulder and leg room. Fairmont also has about 13% more luggage space than Reliant, 17 cubic feet versus 15 cubic feet. That 2 cubic feet advantage is about the size of this picnic basket. But Fairmont's advantage is more than just size. Reliant's trunk is short, and the wheel wells cut into the luggage space. This is the kind of selling advantage to highlight in your sales presentation. Now let's consider performance and fuel economy. Reliant offers 2 engines, both 4s, and not much of a spread in size. Fairmont Futura offers a 4 and a 6. The performance edge goes to Fairmont. Both cars have impressive fuel economy in their class. The Fairmont Fuel Saver has mileage ratings of 25 and 40, while Reliant has mileage ratings of 26 and 41. Figuring gasoline at $1.45 a gallon and an average of 15,000 miles driven per year, the K-car owner would save $33 a year over the Fairmont Fuel Saver owner. $33 a year is only about $3 a month or 9 cents a day. Let's see how that compares to the possible savings a Fairmont buyer can get on the price of his car versus the Reliant buyer. Chrysler boasts that they're holding the price line on their K cars. The base price of the Reliant 2-door sedan is $59.90, but the Fairmont Futura 2-door sedan is stickered at $59.85, $5 less. And remember, the standard features we just looked at are not standard on Reliant. Even the Reliant Custom falls short of Fairmont's standard feature value. Let's compare them. In terms of base sticker price, the Fairmont Futura 2-door holds an advantage of $913 over the Reliant Custom 2-door. That 9 cents a day or $33 a year doesn't look like much now, does it? When the 2 cars are comparably equipped, Fairmont's advantage is $1,147. And add to that the extra customer value in a typically equipped model with Value Option Package 203A, and the advantage grows to over $1,543. Now that's what I call having the competitive edge. What about holding the price line in 4 doors? With even more standard features than Reliant and more than last year, Fairmont is sticker priced at $64.19, $2 lower than last year. And as you can see here, it's base sticker priced $634 less than Reliant Custom 4-door. And comparably equipped, the Fairmont price advantage is $1,056. When we typically equip the cars and add Value Option Package 203A to the Fairmont, the sticker price difference grows to $1,431. When you consider everything you get in Fairmont Futura, many more standard features, comparable room for passengers and more luggage space, a 6-cylinder engine option for performance, comparable fuel economy ratings when equipped with a fuel saver, and sticker prices that range to over $1,000 less, Fairmont is clearly the American way to really get your money's worth.